Hey everybody, Ryan F. MTG here. Today we're talking about another meta deck. This time around, it's Wesker Dark Destruction. This is just a value-centric deck of using removal spells to kill your opponent's big threats, and then just using your own threats that either come back or kill opponent's units on ETB to really just control the board and get through chip damage. So let's talk about the deck and jump into some games. Let's first talk about the removal spells because that is the important part of Dark Destruction. Of course, Dark Destruction basically kills a 5 MP or less enemy unit, so that in and of itself is a straight up removal spell as long as it's 5 or less. But the other removal spells we're playing is a playset of Murderous Spikes. This is situational removal, but for 2 MP, it is so effective once it hit, like if it can actually kill something. Yes, it's not all the times on, but it's really good, hence why we're playing a 3 of. We are playing 2 Fate of the Unworthy. This is 3 MP, yet again, hoops to jump through since it is MP cost of 4 or less and the unit cannot have Ascend that you are targeting. So there is some hoops to jump through, but it's still really, really good value. Then to round it off, we're playing 2 Betrayals. This is just nice catch-all removal and then strips all of those cards away from the opponent's deck. However, it's catch-all if it's 6 MP or less. Right now in this metagame, I do like Betrayal because not tons of people are playing higher cost units more than 6. There are some around, so there could be some feel bad of Betrayals, and maybe the more I play with this, maybe you kind of go back to Obliteration or do a split. But right now I'm 2 Betrayals. We are playing a Cruel Game. This is a really good card. I play this in a lot of my black card decks now because this is just 7 MP and randomly destroy units. If you have no units and your opponent has 3 units, this is a board wipe. Or if you have 1 unit, they have 2 units, you're at least killing 1. Yes, there is some RNG, but sometimes you can play around with this and really, you might take some damage, but you can really get them good with this. Those are the removal actions, but we do have some removal that are on units, like with Ashford, this is 5 MP for 3/8. When played, sacrifice 3 life, which, isn't great, but that's fine, sacrificing some life, that's okay. Base stats are good. When you ascend, it destroys a random enemy unit with MP cost 5 or less. That is awesome, because 5 MP for a 3/8, that's some really good stats. And then being able to kill 5 MP or less attached to the body is so good. So that's why Ashford is definitely a 3 of. And then we are playing Akuma, because Akuma says when played, destroy the enemy unit in front. It's 8 MP for 6/3. If you ascend it, it just gets bigger, beefier, more of a powerhouse. It's a 8/11. It says victory, destroy a random enemy unit with MP cost 4 or less. Yes, you can't really play other units when this is on the battlefield because those units get destroyed if they're friendly, but this is still such a powerhouse. To go along with, our Dark Destruction, also all these removal spells that are either on actions or on our units, we kind of just have a lot of role fillers or curve fillers, playing a playset of Zombie, playset of another MP ramp, because these are just nice bodies. Also, Zombie comes back, and when they both die, you get 1 MP, which is just really nice. Also, we're playing a playset of Tyrants because this is really good against all the MP ramp creatures that green are playing. We are playing a playset of Geodel. I go back and forth with how good I like this card. I think right now it's very good because it just mucks up the board. Every time a G Yun comes into play, it deals 1. It's a 2/2 body. It's just mucking up the board. Also, it gives us bodies to ascend with Ash, which is awesome, right? So right now I really like Ashford. We are playing 2 Tyrants because I just like Tyrant. I think it's, a 2/5 that flips into this heavy hitter that they have to deal with is so good, and it just kind of soaks up some damage, which is exactly what this deck wants to be doing. And then we do have this heavy hitter. This is our heavy hitter, kind of like Akuma, but very different. But those are our 2 heavy hitter units, our win cons. It's this big mother dragon. It's 7 mana for an O10, and it gets +1 attack for each unit in any player's graveyard. That's also a big reason to be playing G-Adult with all the G-Yuns. It just is +1, +1, +1. Where then to round it all off, we are playing 2 Selfless Predation just because this is a nice way to flip our Tyrants a little bit faster. And also, we are a very grindy deck. Sometimes we have some aggro wins, but usually not. Those are pretty far and few in between. But, you know, gaining 7 life is really good. I am only playing a 2 of, some people are playing a 3 of, and that kind of segues into my thought of what's really cool about this deck is it's good in the metagame, it's fun, it's grindy, there could be some really cool, interesting points along your games, but there's many different builds, right? A lot of them kind of have the same shell, but you could kind of play the cards that you kind of like as long as they're going into the overarching theme. You know, if you want to gain a little bit more life, play 3 Selfless Predation. I don't think that that's wrong, but this is kind of the list that I've been liking. But definitely feel free to like tune the list a little bit here or there. Starting off against Jill, this is, I like this hand. I almost kind of want to do a Tyrant, maybe we'll do a G Adult. We'll kind of see what Jill does first. Because if they drop something first, I definitely think we just do Tyrant. We'll kind of, I'm okay playing the waiting game here for sure. We could have just even like been a little bit aggressive. Let's do this. Because this will kill this. It only takes 2, so they can't even detonation it quite yet. So I'm okay with this hitting. I kind of want to do... we should have murder spikes there. I was thinking too much about the Ash, but then I was like, oh, I don't really want to like ascend over either of these. So that was a little weak for sure. Okay. We could Betrayal here, but I'm guessing they don't have another pump spell. If they do, then that really, really stinks. But I'll take this. Gamble. Sure. I'm just going to kill that because that was a pretty big threat. Yes, I do want this to get hit a little bit more, but I'm kind of fine with this. I'm not quite sure what they played there. This is 10. I think we just play a 10-10. Especially that like we can now use DD wherever, and a 10-10 is going to take a lot of chip damage while there's like other stuff going in. Let's just use DD. What's nice is we can do this. We'll try to do this right before it hits so they don't have time, or at least less time. And you know, even if they just throw in another creature, it's probably just going to get eaten by our dragon. They still are taking 4, so this feels very nice. And yeah, that was a very powerful start. Good old Hadoken. Let's see who can win. This is definitely a mulligan. Like, our only unit, I think, was the dragon. That was not good. I do like Geodelt because Geodelt just, like, takes a couple hits with the ETB effects, but that also just like creates 2/2s that will soak up more and more damage. I don't love, you know, this 4/1 body that's so weak. But we'll kind of wait. We'll bait it out. Like, we could just play this, but I'll kind of wait, see what they do first. We might even want to like use this first. Sure. Let's Betrayal that. You know, it's 6 MP, so our hero art nor Ashford kills it nor this, and now it just gets all of them out. Oh. They either have more in hand? Let's play this. They either have more in hand or they are only playing a 1 of. I'm okay with that, killing that. Even though it was kind of weak, at least this is staying around, chipping in for a point or 2 of damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. And that's 6. So we're going to have a tough time killing that because a lot of our removal will not. Like, this doesn't, DD doesn't. I think we just, like, jump this here. Ooh. Okay. So we could either do this to trade, or let's see, will we get to 5? Yeah, we'll get to 5. Nope. Let's kill that. That's 4. You know what? I'm going to play this zombie, because if this hits for 3, that's great, because they're already down to 14, and all of our lanes are full, at least for right now. We could use this, but we're only gaining a little life. This could be, if stuff starts to go downhill, I would rather save this. Sure. Yet again, we could just cycle through, but I think I'm fine with like what we have in hand. We could play this. Yet again, don't want to play that Tyrant. That was not a great draw by any means. So we could have used that. I was just kind of like watching. So let's do this. The most mana MP efficient play. Dragon is at a 9, which is awesome. I think that's fine. Yet again, I'm kind of like being maybe a little bit greedy with this, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this as well. Like sometimes you just let this take a hit of damage just to get that little G on that's a 2/2 body and that already dealt 1. I think I'm okay with that. Them gaining 9, they're still at 15, we're still winning that race. Like, we could Betrayal there, but I think I would rather save my MP. Let's Betrayal this. This doesn't feel great, especially since it's like something we can DD. But I'm okay getting in some chip. Maybe that was unnecessary. Especially since like we have like this and stuff in hand. Let's just play this. Because now I think we just want to play this. Oh no! I was too slow! Well, that was stupid. By stupid, I mean very bad on my part. Oh well. At least they like use their Hadoken on it. But they almost have another Hadoken. Let's just kill this to get 4 in, because then they're going to be so low where one more hit from anything really kills them. Let's just jump this, even though this is so fragile. Still kind of worth. That'd be awesome if this can hit that and trade with that before they can like shield it up. Whew, okay, feels good. No, I think we just wait for the dragon. Like, we could play this just because it hits there faster, but I would rather play this. Because they're far off their Hadoken. And then, hopefully we can have fast enough reaction to drop this before they could play something. Oh, okay, they didn't even have something. 24, yeah. Playing against Wesker Burrows, not a mirror match. We can keep this. I kind of like these ramp stuff. We could even, like... This is very good against, like, devils. Let's just, put some ramp stuff out there. Because if they want to, like, start trading with ramp stuff, then we can, like, even put our Tyrant out there. These are not going to be particularly good, because, like, that's 5 MP. This does not kill that. Our hero power is not even particularly good against them either, which is very unfortunate. So, I want to drop this here, because this can trade with both. Which feels very nice. Okay, that was a good card. Let's just do this. Betrayal is really good, even though like it gets stuff into their graveyard, but probably sooner rather than later they're going to have like enough stuff in their graveyard that it doesn't particularly matter. I would love to put Tyrant down here, but I kind of want to put this here so this can like trade right away. Ooh, we can kind of flood the board a little bit. Yet again, these Tyrants are feeling a little awkward right now. But oh well. Fane. Okay, we're just going to use our hero power right now on Fane. Because everything else is like 5. You know what? Let's kill this. I really don't want them to be able to flip it to gain that life and then have the bigger monster in the graveyard. That just feels real bad. Even though I would love to like play this or like put this here, but like with spillover it would have like killed our Tyrant and stuff. Man, we're drawing, well, to be fair, we have a playset in 2 of these, so, like, I was gonna say we're drawing, like, all our dad stuff, but, like, the odds are, like, this isn't super unlucky since, you know, we are playing a lot of that. Kinda wanna see if they play something, because then I just want to drop this here. Because if we drop this in a lane, then they can just ignore that lane. Okay, I don't want to not MP. But to be fair, they do have quite a few things that, you know, are random, like Ouroboros and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Let's kill this. Let's just kill this very fast. We could have actually, maybe it would have been better to wait for this, but I didn't want them to get any value off of that. Oh, that's 5. Yeah, we probably should have waited because we could have killed that. So let's... I was okay letting just that chip because I do kind of want this to get weaker and weaker and weaker. Then as soon as this happens, I'm going to Murder Spike their fast one. Which they might have a Murder Spike in hand as well. So I think I would rather Murder Spikes here than Betrayal this because right now this will actually trade. Okay, well now we can Betrayal this. We love the other Selfless Predation. I think we drew... what? Let's play this. Let's flow the board. Yeah, if they have Living Death, that really stinks, but we're getting pressure on, and we kind of need to keep the pressure. They are playing a lot more stuff that this hits, so that's pretty good for us. This slow dude doing work. Let's just do this to get a bigger body on the board. We are... hopefully the zombie just wins. Okay. Yeah, that was... some of our draws were awkward, but we got there. Wesker, this time actually a DD mirror match, so this should be fun. We can keep this. Yeah. Yet again, like, I would rather have maybe like another unit, but, you know, this is fine. I'm just going to throw this down. Sometimes you might wait. I'm going to be a little bit aggressive because a 2/5 really does a good job trading with most stuff. Like, we could just kill this. I don't know if that's really worth it. Like, I would rather wait. Like, I would rather wait to kill that when, like, things, like, come back. I almost kind of wanted to play this, but that was going to be a trade anyways. Let's see what they play here. Okay. Tyrants should be pretty good, because, like, Tyrants do a good job trading. Like, we could just, like, Murder Spikes here, but I don't think that's particularly worth it. Because I want my Tyrant to die. Obviously, I do. And sure, like, it will, like, take, like, one hit or something. They have Murder Spikes. Okay. We could do this for free, but I don't think we need to. I think I'm just going to throw another Tyrant there. And sure, like, this Tyrant will only take, like, 2, and maybe they don't, like, put anything below it. Do I care? They're really only gaining 3 life. Like, we could Murder Spikes, but I don't think that's worth it. I think the best thing about that Murder Spikes, though, is we could, like, use it as a redraw, and that could be okay, but I don't think we need to. Yet again, I'm okay with this trade. We're not doing anything, and I need a redraw, because anytime that you're not netting MP is pretty darn bad. Yeah, they're not gaining life. I'm fine with that. Because now we at least can, like, play this zombie, and that feels good. Do we want to kill that? Nah, let's just do this. Sure. We could just do this to try to get them all out. Like, that's a pretty decent target. I don't think I care to use my Selfless Predation there, because it's only gaining 3 life, and it's not using free MP, so that feels not great, particularly. I was going to basically do this on anything. Yeah, let's do this. Even though, like, I do want to get a card drop, but we can't use this. We could have done Murder Spikes there. Ugh, this is... Do we just, like, put this here? Let's just do this for, like, some damage. You know, yes, they just get to do that, but, like, we're just not... I don't want to not net MP. Maybe that's not correct. They were too fast. Yeah, that's pretty... We could just do this, though. Yeah. I guess we're not going to send it. That's not fantastic, especially because now it's pretty easy to kill. But, like, hopefully we get in one hit, and that would be fantastic. Okay, no, we did not get in 1 hit. Cruel Game is kind of nice. Ooh, we actually slammed that down a little bit too soon. So that feels bad. Let's take a hit. We might just Cruel Game here, yeah. Because they're just flooding the board, so we're just going to Cruel Game, and that's going to feel very nice. Because now we don't have tons of MP to use, but we have our AP, so the next thing that they play, we could just use our AP. Let's just do this now. Even though sometimes you wait till it almost hits, but we're still at 24, so I actually want a cooldown time. I really want to get this G Adult down, but they have their AP, their Hero Arts on deck as well. Let's just do this because I don't want to take 2. I'm going to try to drop this right away so we at least get 1. Awesome. Sure. That makes sense, but we at least got 1 guy and that dealt some more damage, so that feels very nice. This is actually getting kind of close. Especially like now that they have all these, Tyrant was a great draw there. Okay, good. Good. We're almost in time to do another action. What's nice is this actually deals 1 more and we don't take 5. I think we're just going to kill this. So we can net some more, get some cooldown time, and it's really nice with these 2 selfless predations because we can just use that as to like basically win by. Ooh, that's pretty good. I actually don't know. Ooh, I don't know if that betrayal. Because we're going to take 4. I think we're just going with... Unfortunately, I think we're just going with gaining life here. Oh, jeez. Okay, I think we're just going with gaining life. Yeah, not the best way to win, but towards the end it's just like, okay, we don't have much other to do than just like cheese out a win with selfless predation. Final round against Shadowblade. Let's see if we can beat them. We can keep this. This is pretty decent. We have some MP ramp units. This is not great in our opener, but that's fine. I'm just going to play stuff. Sometimes I think I might play DD a little bit too aggressively, but if we get 2 points of damage in, it feels great, right? Just feels awesome. Let's play this. The 2/5 body is really nice. Let's do that because I was just going to get eaten by the 2/7, and then we killed that. I would much rather kill that because that had like no damage on it, but you know, it is random. We're going to drop Tyrant here because Tyrant just kind of keeps on like growing and growing and grow. Or sorry, this keeps growing and growing and growing, where Tyrant will just like take some hits. We could use our DD on the Hulk, but Tyrant is just going to kind of be just like eat that, which is fine. Why are we stalling out? Oh gosh. Cool. That was a lot of stall there. Not sure what's quite going on. I'm flustered now. Kind of joking, kind of serious. Yeah, let's drop this. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, and that's 6? We can't kill this. I want to kill it. Oh well, I'm not going to do... Ooh, bounce. That's really, really good. So this can actually kill that in 1 hit. I think that's maybe what we do here. Because if they play another thing that we can just Dark Destruction, that's fine. I just kind of want to deal with that. Let's oh, that's the same. That's the same one. Sure. That ate 2 Frankensteins and that, which now it's nice we can just kill. Yeah, let's use DD on this because now we're still at 20, so we need a cooldown time. Let's drop this. They know we have this G adult, but that's fine. Let's see what they play here. So they gained a lot of life, unfortunately. Let's play this. I think they have like a Tyrex or something in hand. Oh, no. I tried to kill it. It's like, nope. Let's play this one. We should have definitely used this to kill that before. That was a mistake. I kind of wasn't paying attention because this could have like maybe done 2 more if we like had fast reaction speed, and like every point matters in this. Sure. Let's just... You know what? I kind of want to eat it. Like, I don't want to eat it to gain the life and to draw a card, and we already have another G adult that we could, like, swap on the ground. Yep, not fast enough, though, I guess. Sure. I think we're just going to use this to kill the Lupo. Yeah. Let's use that to kill the Lupo. Murder Spikes is not what we wanted. Man, these Frankenstein things are doing quite good work, unfortunately, for them. Because, like, it's the only thing we can't really do. So we could just do... Let's do this. Let's kill that, even though it has a couple damage, but I just kind of want to cycle through, get something better to play, which that was 100% better. I was thinking about maybe spreading infection, but I think this is fine. Let's do that. Because yet again, I kind of want to cycle through, draw some new cards. If they counter this, then we just have another follow-up. No, I wanted to do it. Let's just do this. Wasn't fast enough. Let's kill this. I don't want to take more damage. Now they have to deal with this, right? And this is 8 points of damage each and every time. That's a good way to kind of deal with it. Let's kill this. We don't... You know what? We kind of like pigeonholed ourselves into playing this. Let's kill this. Now we have a 10 MP unit. Yikes. Okay, I'm not too sad that we got that bounced. Yet again, we were a little bit too fast on dropping that. I'm not going to do that, because even if they play something else, that's fine. I will kill this, though. We definitely didn't need to do that as fast. I was kind of like... Okay, that's fine. Let's just play this, because now we just have 3, 4, and 3 just hitting in. They're at 9. We can play this. We won another game with cheesing out till time and just having more health than our opponent. I guess I'll take it. Overall, we did really good in those games, and like I just said, we cheesed out some wins due to time. This deck can be super grindy. With that in mind, I'm actually almost thinking about maybe adding the third Selfless Predation, kind of like what I talked about in the deck tech of I feel like you can change the numbers a lot, and sometimes after playing, it's like, man, I kind of want that third Selfless Predation, because you saw that like health, when it comes to diamonds, Teppen, it's whoever has the most health wins, even though it kind of might be cheesy, it is what it is, and having another Selfless Predation could be good. I really like this deck. I definitely feel like there's some tweaks to do, like adding another Selfless Predation, stuff like that, and I'm always surprised with this dragon. Maybe if you're not playing G Adult, maybe you don't play that dragon, just because G Adult putting all the G Yuns into the graveyard feeds that dragon. But even without the G Yuns, that dragon can be pretty big, and it's nice that this grindy deck can kind of have this like late game finisher, so it feels good. But yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this deck, and if you like Dark Destruction Wesker, it's definitely a very good metagame for it, so check it out. Tweak it around, let me know what you guys have been playing, and I'll see you all next time.